The front seat looks so we can communicate things regarding the tour as we go along. Wi-Fi at the hotel will work, so.
Bula, friends, bula. Wow, bula. I learned my first Fijian word. Fijian. Never been in Fiji. I hope I'll get the chance to be there. So good to meet you all, friends. We have about a week together. What an exciting time.
Yes.
What a journey it's gonna be, right? So, good to meet you all. My name is Shlomi. Shlomi. Americans usually have trouble to say my name. Maybe you'll find it easier. Shlomi? Yes? S-H, not slow me. Not slow me down or show me the money. Okay? I prefer show me the way. Okay? If you want to play with my name, show me the way, it's better. Shlomi is actually like kind of like a nickname or a shorter name for Shlomo. Shlomo. Our driver name is also Shlomo. So officially, basically, we have the same name. He goes by Shlomo, I go by Shlomi, but in my ID it says Shlomo. Shlomo, I don't know if you know or not, but Shlomo is actually King Solomon. Okay, it's the Hebrew version of Solomon. I mean, no one walked around here and said, "You heard what Solomon did with the taxes and all of that?" No, they said Shlomo. Folks, one of the things I'm going to try to do with you is take you back to the original names, to the original words, to the meaning of those things, because most of that, if not all of that, has meaning, has reasons for everything. So I'm almost 40. I'm going to be 40 in the middle of April. I'm married. I have a baby girl, a 3.5 years old baby girl. She's beautiful. She's smart. I'm going to miss my girls, no doubt. Maybe they will join us at some point. We'll see how it works for my wife and all her arrangements and schedule. So many things we can talk about. So we have about 45 minutes to get to our first stop. It's going to be the National Park of Caesarea. Okay? Caesarea by the beach or Caesarea Marmita, because there's another Caesarea, Caesarea Philippi, up in the north. The first thing I want to do is kind of like cover the logistics. Today it's 2023, so we are advanced. This is a very big group. I did bigger groups, but by the way, I want you to know that you're in good hands. I've been doing it. I might look young, but you can say it. You can compliment me if you want. But I've been doing it for almost 10 years, so it's not my first rodeo. Okay. I want you to know that you're in good hands. So it's 2023. Big groups like that. It's going to be hard for all of you to hear me every time I stop and talk, because I don't have the microphone when I'm not in the bus. But we have those things that they're known as whispers. I'm going to give each and every one of you, I'm going to give you a whisper, and that will enable you to hear me when I speak. I'm going to have like a microphone. You're going to have like a headset with a device on you, and you'll be able to hear me. Just make sure you keep it with you. Okay, it's going to be with you for the entire week, so you don't have to give it back every day. Just at the end of the tour, Make sure you don't lose it, because otherwise they're gonna charge you like $50. Don't lose it. Okay. Now, it's one of the things that I try to do with every group that I start. I wanna get to know the people that I travel with. And believe it or not, in most cases, I'm doing pretty good at picking up the names. I developed systems for doing that. We live in Tel Aviv. Most of you landed like yesterday night or yesterday morning or something like that?
Last night. Last night.
Last before.
switch it on, switch it off, put the right channel and all of that. I just talked to the guy, and all I have to do is to plug it in and yours will turn on. If for some reason yours doesn't work, you need to get closer to me. I have like a button here. It's like a Wi-Fi button, and I just gonna make sure that I'm connecting with you through my Wi-Fi situation here. That's pretty much it. Very easy, and I hope it's gonna work as good as he's saying, because it's supposed to be very sophisticated and convenient. This is off. Okay, we're outside the bus. Huh? I hear you saying something maybe funny because people are smiling and laughing in the back, but I can't hear anything from what you're saying. So, I'm sorry. Okay. So, let's see how long of a ride we have till we get to adults. I don't need to like chase your tail, right? So you do your calculation. I need to go to breakfast, I need to go to the toilet after, I need to do this. Do your like timing calculation to make sure that you're on time. The other thing is, as part of the group, we have the itinerary, we have the program. There's certain places we need to be, and we have to be in certain places in a certain time. So for example, today we have 3 sites that we're visiting on our way to the north. But we're in this time frame that we have to do it in a certain time because 2 reasons. First of all, it's a holiday today. It's a Friday night, so it's a Shabbat anyway. But it's not just any Shabbat. This is Sukkot Eve. Okay? So today, Jews all over the world, and in Israel especially, will sit down in the sukkah, in the tabernacle, and they will say the kiddush, the prayers of the Friday night, and then they will say a few words from the book about the sukkot, and they will shake the 4 species, the lulav, etrog, arava, vehadas, which at some point I will explain what it is, I promise. Or you know what, I don't know. I'll do everything I can to make sure that I'll cover it at some point. I was actually hoping to be with you this evening tonight, maybe to let you experience Sukkot, but they have us in another hotel. Okay, I hope that most of you, probably not all of you, but I hope that most left. The Dead Sea, over here. This is the Dead Sea. Over here is the Sea of Galilee. This thing that might look to some of you maybe like a violin or something in its shape. At the bottom of the map of Israel, we see the northern side of the Red Sea. the northern side of the Red Sea at the southeast part of Israel. Around Israel is a few countries. Jordan on the east. Okay, that's why we call this the Jordan River, or maybe that's why they are known from the Bible regarding Jaffa. Remember any of the stories? First of all, the first temple that was built by Solomon, he had the king of Hiram, Tyre, sending the cedars of Lebanon and other things that he needed for the construction of the first temple through the Mediterranean all the way to Jaffa by boats, and from here all the way to Jerusalem on foot or on wagons or something like that. Another story is Jonah. Jonah didn't want to compel the will of God, so he fled from God through Jaffa to the ocean, and then a storm started. And the people started asking the seamen that were with him. They started asking, whose fault is it? And pray to your God. And they see Jonah is sleeping at the bottom of the boat. And they shake him and say, what are you doing? You pray to your God. You do something about it. And he said, you know what? It's my fault. Throw me to the ocean. And he was swollen by a big fish, which we think it was a whale. And he was there for 3 days. You know the story. Okay? So just mentioning Jaffa. Now we're driving north. This entire time we've been driving north parallel to the Mediterranean. So we're going to find our way in Caesarea, which is over here. After Caesarea, our next stop is going to be at an area is known as Mount Carmel. You know the name Mount Carmel? Carmel, the most famous story is the story of Elijah, Jezebel. And if you want to find it in the map, it's like this triangle in this place where there's like a city popping up at one part of it, at the northern western part of the Carmel, Haifa. Okay, and then we're gonna start heading east through the Galilean area. This is the Galilee in Israel. This is the Galilee. This chunk over here is the Galilee, and we're gonna find our way at your hotel. I think it's in Tiberia. You remember the name of your hotel? I think your hotel is in Tiberia, because there's a bunch of hotels around the Sea of Galilee, but Tiberia is on the western side. I think your hotel is in Tiberia, which is basically the only city around the Sea of Galilee. So I don't want to overload you. We're going to go, and you'll tell them the West Bank. You will say, there's no such thing as the West Bank. There's Judea and Samaria. Okay, because the names in those kind of are implying on your political agenda. So you can say the West Bank, but you can also say Judea and Samaria. I will say both to make your life easier. Jerusalem is somewhere in the middle here. The Gaza Strip, if you find it interesting, it's over here. And I think it's good for now. Questions about the things that I said at the last 3 minutes? How about some answers? National parks in Israel, most of the groups that come here, Christian, non-Christian, they're going to cover most of the guiding when we be there. It's going to make more sense when you see it. We're passing next to a city named Netanya. Not the biggest city in Israel, not even the fourth or fifth, but the big one next to the shoreline of Israel area, let's call it. Okay, I'm gonna put back the map, and let's see if I have some time to walk among you and pick up some names.
Hanno visto che non te ne sembra. It's hot.
Try to.
Imagine somewhere in this area was violence. That means that also, remember Saul? Saul, the main guy who actually was the main deliverer, the main messenger who spread out the word. He was in captivity for 2 years here in Caesarea. Samuela, okay, I didn't recognize you with the sunglasses. Samuela, which. As we go along in the door, you know, people's tiredness build up. So, okay. So we're walking back to the bus.